I'm on to you, mouse.
We only make family-friendly movies. There's nothing you have to on me.
Oh, yeah? Well, I can tell you one thing about Beauty and the Beast. That's not what family-friendly movies are.
Yeah, and what's that?
That Belle was actually kidnapped and enslaved by the Beast. Can't prove anything.
Oh, but I can, mouse. Well, even if you could, we have a million lawyers, and you can't stop me from making secretly adult movies. Yo!
Your reign of terror will end, mouse.
So, I don't know who's creepier, you or me.
Guess she left.
So just can't handle how amazing I am. Yeah.
And don't watch this video if you're younger than 7. So please do not watch this video if you're younger than 7, because we do spoil some of your favorite classics. And if you don't want to get your classics spoiled, don't watch this. Anyway, see you later, suckers.
Everybody, you're probably like, Priscilla, what was that weird montage? Why are you talking to Mickey Mouse? Also, aren't you going to get copyrighted for this?
Well, I don't care if I get copyrighted. As soon as I watch Beauty and the Beast, now that I know, and I got my big brain full of a bunch of theory ideas, because I've been watching lots of theory videos, so I've been watching that, and now that I've watched Beauty and the Beast on my Disney Plus account, you don't want to see this. I mean, you do want to see this if you don't want to get your childhood classics ruined, but you do not want to see this if you don't want to get your classics ruined, because Mickey Mouse is actually evil. And I'll be spoiling some of your favorite classics in a new segment that's called Spoiling Your Favorite Classics. Let's begin. That Belle from Beauty and the Beast is actually enslaved. So right now you guys are probably like,
Priscilla, how dare you say that about our lovely and cherished Belle? She's beautiful and she would never be enslaved by the Beast. I mean, sure, we see her get thrown in the dungeon for like the last 5 seconds of the movie, but that doesn't make sense. It doesn't mean that she's actually being enslaved. But by the time you're done watching this video, you're going to be blabbing out to all your families and ruining all their childhood classics. Let's begin. Oh, she could either be an enslaved princess, or she could either be an enslaved princess or a beautiful princess. Well, I can assure you, it's option number 2. Because if we look very closely at the content and illustrations of the movie, we can actually indicate that the Beast, he didn't really enslave Belle. She's just trapped in a castle which you can never leave, which is sort of like that, but I'm still going to call it, I guess kind of like being in prison. Fine, we'll throw the whole enslaved thing in the garbage, but being in prison still counts. So, Belle, the chains come off, but you're still trapped, but you'll still remain in a giant prison cell. We continue. So in the movie, we see Lumiere, who's your basic candelabra, just slap a face on him. And you also see Mrs. Potts, your regular old teapot, but just slap a face on it and call it art. I mean, how is that art? Don't get it art at all. Anyway, so despite all the other weird creatures, like feather duster, clock, random other things in the background, we can tell that the Beasts had a ginormous army of staff, and so yeah, let's look at, now we have how many people are covered. So Belle fathers, he goes, hey, I'm an old grumpy guy, so I'm gonna travel the world to go get Belle a useless rose, which I could just find at an ordinary flower shop, but I'm gonna get a special one from that. I shouldn't really go into, but I guess I'll go into it anyway.
then once he gets in, he meets the Beast, and he's like, "Roar, get out of my castle." But is the Beast like stroking his 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 cheek with his arm? Did anybody see that? And is that guy putting his hands in his mouth? Jeez, what happened? He literally gets locked in a dungeon. Those really spirally staircases that in the end have just like those little version of dozen doors that basically kind of shut. And yeah, so that's weird. And she's like, come on, Philippe, horse that I just met and shouldn't really know how to ride a horse because I'm a village girl, and I'm pretty sure that in the time that I predict that Belle's movie was made, you shouldn't even be allowed to wear pants. But anyway, and then she meets the Beast, and he's like, "Rah, no, you can't see your father because I've locked him in a dungeon at the bottom of the castle." And yeah, I can't get him back. He was about to touch one of my roses, so. And then Belle says, "I'll go in one of these if you can let my father out of that." Fine, I guess. Here's what we should be focused on, but for the moment we only see Belle just sitting there being sad, so not much to work with here. We do some cobwebs, and that's basically it. But even when the candles and the sticks give Belle this giant, awesome place with a giant bed and a crystal chandelier underneath her bed, she says she's still considered the beautiful, elegant princess. The Beast still refers to her as a prisoner. Or we just need to take a closer look with all of the magnifying glasses that we have. Also, that one's looking way too close to Belle's bouquet, but yeah, she's basically considered a prisoner throughout the beginning, the middle, and so there's some more things on the Beast, like how being shot by an arrow and stabbed with an ice. The Beast should not have. He would have been turned into a prince, but she should not have survived because the spell didn't say anything about covering damages. There you have it. I actually meant to make it look like this. There you have it. The fatal secret of Belle. Prison guest, put our service to the test. Wrap a chain round your neck, I'll sit in the throne, you do the rest. Why is Beast got stabbed with the sword and shot with an arrow? That shouldn't even be illegal in his time. I guess this movie doesn't relate to logic. I should probably stop singing now. My voice is annoying. This is weird. Be our guest. In a prison,